strength. Oh, yes. I want to say to Mr. Vincent that the UNIA is a social, friendly, humanitarian, charitable, educational, and institutional, and constructive and expansive society. And we as members pledge ourselves to do all in our power to conserve the rights of African descent and to respect the rights of all mankind, believing always in the brother and sisterhood of mankind and the fatherhood of God. We want to say hello to all our friends. Yes, all our friends, Miss Nellie Jackson, Miss Lorraine Shaw, Bernard Cole, Franklin Tatung, yes, in Siglo, Sandra Mills, Winston Bennett, Miss Betty Swarton, Carl Camber, Sandra Sherry, Lauda Wilson in Kawita, Henrietta Gomez in Connecticut. Also, for those in New York and in California and Miami, say hello to you. All those that is in Manzanillo, Puerto Viejo, Cocles, and the line Estrada, 28 Mile. All of you, welcome to this program. And we want to say to all our friends and members here in Limon, in all different barriers. Okay, we have our program set up different today because, as I mentioned last week, politics time is starting, and we want to talk with the candidates. And today we are having with us what we call new generation. New generation. What? This is a big thing. New generation. So we will want to talk with representative of the New Generation Party. I call it in Spanish Nueva Generación. All right. So we want to just welcome to this whole program to Mr. Vincent Christian Muk Muk. All right, to our program, and further up we'll have someone else being with us. So, Mr. Vincent Muk, I didn't know this part of you being in politics. So want to welcome you on this whole program called Catching Up with the UNIA. And I would like, if people ask, who is Vincent Muk? What will you answer to them?
Well, first of all, give the glory and honor to God. And thank you for this opportunity that we could express and say hello to our radio escuchas, or radio audience, what we have outside here from the Queen of the Caribbean. Also want to send, first of all, a excuse for our candidate, Mr. Danilo Powell Pritchard, who is going for be our next mayor for our city of Limon. He just couldn't be here today because he got to be in some activity what was programmed from before. So about your question, I want to say this to you and all who's hearing us. I always on the ring, outside the ring, against the ring, but I never be inside there. And this is opportunity, what I see God put it to me, and Mr. Danilo said, hey, tell me something, Vincent, you'd like to help me out? I never going to participate no more in this thing because really and truly, I feel tired of certain things, but hearing a lot of things and see things that you're sure that you can give a help. You can help to do something to put a grain of sand. So that's why I decided to step forward because I want to say this, inside the ring is very different than outside the ring. So that's why I take the decision after consulting it with my kids, wife, and also in a democratic way. So we take the decision to step forward because many of us, we stand in the corners. Sometimes we're having a beer and we saying this and we're saying that, but we never try to put our shoulder to help carry the load. So answering your question, that's why I'm here and that's why I take the step. And I think, and I want to approach now to ask all of you all outside there with hearing this message to give us your support for the next city council election and vote for the new generation, leading us, Mr. Danilo Powell Pritchard, as our future mayor, and Miss Margarita Alanis as a second, and myself will be right there as a second, trying to put a grain that this thing can be better, better, and more better.
I don't remember quite clear the first time I met you. I don't know if you was playing against Limon Wangowang or you was playing with Wangowang. I don't remember. Because I know you play outside and you play, but I don't remember which one of them, but I know you used to play football.
Well, in the football line, thank God he gave me that opportunity that I could run around. First of all, I remember playing in my boy days with Deportivo Quiros. After Deportivo Quiros, they changed the name to Guilo. From Guilo, I play with Deportivo La Perla and Nectar. I have to get to understand, before we used to play with Limon, that La Perla trainer, the name was Max Gonzalez, he sold my fish to Limon for $5. I never knew about that till a couple of years ago. I met him in a work and he said to me, you take it as a joke, he said, you know, I sell your fish for $5. I said, you lie, I never knew about that. After that, played with Limon in 1974. It happened that I always have tried to be a working, but it came that a play. I remember good. I'll make a good play, make some good games. But after that, they left me on the bench, and all the time it said, the hardest position to play is in the bench, and I'll never be a bench player yet. So I just said to them, take me off the team, just inscribe me. That's the way I went to San Jose. Was just to show them that really I could do it. That's why, and I have the opportunity to play with Barrio Mexico, Orion, Uruguay de Coronado. In 1980, Don Ivan Brash from Alajuela, he called me to play with Alajuela. But in those times, it wasn't like now, that you get information instantly, right? So when I get to know what was going on as the directive of Orion, remember good, Orion, a guy said to me, he said, how is it you're not in Alajuela? I said, what happened with Alajuela? He said, because they call you to play with them. So after a week, I take my bags with my gears, and I go to Mercado Barbon to go to Alajuela. And I remember I met Rodolfo Mills. Salute you, my brother. God bless. And that's a good buddy of mine. God rest him in peace. Jorge White. They was coming off the bus when I get to take to go to Alajuela. So when they see me, they say, hey, Mark, what's happening? You never reach already. I said, well, boy, a lot of work. So I go right now. So I said to them, what time is the practice? They said, we practice in the morning and in the evening. I said, why I can't make it? Because I have, in those times, I have obligation. And it wasn't like now. I never have nobody to coach me and tell me, well, go, because you can make it. So I tell him, no, I'm not going because we have a taller in Barrio Cuba. And in the taller, they used to steal everything we have there. So I said, if I's there and them still steal, imagine if I go to left there, the old days. Yeah. So I turned back. After turn back, I met him, God rest their dad, a good friend of mine's, hello to Woodrow. Baby said to me, hey, Mark, glad seeing you. What you doing? He said, let's go and play Limon. So I imagine was a mehenga, as we call it. He said, no, they give me Limon team. So really, it was very nice for me to come back to Limon after so many years outside. And really, when I come, well, a good receive me so special, the people them. And I practice to be with 110%. But it happened that you have a center back in those times, God rest him in peace too. All of y'all who's hearing me now, Jorge Pavas Alfaro. And my dear Radio Jones, he was so good that I stand up and look at him and I got to take off my cap and say, that's really good. So I take the bench for a couple of games. And after around 6 games, I said, no, man, this is not my position because really never been a bench player yet. So that is what I could say to you about your question.
Okay. I would like to go back to the politics, right? What is the main issue that y'all see that y'all would like to world the direction of the mayor and city council in the in Limon? What is the main issue you see that the problem that we have that y'all would like to fix up that could help the people to have a better quality life here in Limon?
Well, all of us outside here know what is our problem. The principle is work. That's number one, because we always criticizing all the different problem with our kids, our grandchildren, them, and everyone. Why they doing this? Why they doing that? Why them this and why them that? But they doesn't have no opportunity to do nothing else. It's just like sometime when you see the news, it's like some betting to see how much more debt going to be happening tomorrow. I think instead of working to see how much debt tomorrow is try to get work for our kids them, get a better life living for our community. That is be one of the principal, and also try to fight in the good way to try to get back to work. Work is what we need for our community. Because if we don't have work, we're going to have people with hungry. And after you're hungry, you all what hearing me now can tell me, if you hungry and you can't get nothing for eat, you can't get no work. That's why we're having so much problem in Limon. And not only in Limon, in Costa Rica, but we now speaking about one of the problematic, the principal one is in Limon.
Yeah, I always sustain that the state of Costa Rica create misery in Limon because one of our human rights that everyone's supposed to have is a job. So you can maintain your family, send your children to school, give them food, even take them out for a local vacation. And what has happened in this last year is that the state of Costa Rica have taken away the jobs from our people and our black people also, because we don't get out of it. So this is one of the issues that I feel that have to be taken. But y'all will be, if y'all reach to be the one who
No, we're going to reach. We're going to reach.
the mayor and vice mayor, how will you do, or what will y'all do to really face this challenge that is before us to create job in this town?
Well, I think, and we have it clear that number one, we got to make a union with all our deputies because they have a power, and many of us really don't realize the value of 5 deputy what our province have. Maybe needed them themselves realize the strength what they have in our assembly, right? So the thing is get together and sit down and present something that we know is possible. Forgive us back our nice and sweet Limon where everyone deserves something to do. No, we don't have no work. We don't have not even our children them who have the possibility, well, thank God for that. They can carry them out and have a local vacation. I want to give you this now, and all you always hearing that. You can tell your son, don't go outside, just as how they used to tell us. And we got to stay in. But now, I live around a lot of people, thank God, he gave me a possibility that I doesn't wake up without some piece of bread on my table and without a meal, thank God. But I can tell you about seeing and living beside people what they left, where they live, to take a bus to reach to the center Limon to buy, I want to say it in Spanish, tres bollos por mil. And they take the next bus and go home. Because with that money, what they could buy, the 3 loaf of bread in the center of Limon, in the barrio, they only can buy 1. So it's just try our best to get together with our deputies them, and in our city council really try to make everyone after the 4th of February throw away or put up please the flags for all those different party and unite for Limon, because now if we don't unite for Limon, I want to say a word what my grandparents used to say, dog go eat our supper. And remember now, the dog, but right now the puss eating the supper.
Okay, we are here this evening with the candidate for Vice Mayor, Vincent Muk Muk. And I would like to ask you another question. We have in Limon the port, and it's talking about one port for Limon, but we have the industry of tourism, and a lot of people come on the ships to Limon, but we are seeing that Limon people are not getting the real benefit of the tourism. And when we talk with someone and say, no, it's not so, and the other one, yesterday a guy called to the radio station and says that the buses came and took all the people and got them, and Limon people stay standing outside there without getting the opportunity to win a dollar outside yesterday. So what will be the proposal of the of your group for this industry of tourism here in Limon?
Well, number one, we got to come together, as I said before, with the Ministry of Tourists, right, and so forth, make a program, because you can go to Punta Arenas and carry in a bus. I can tell you about that because I was there. I was many times there. A ship come first. You have the 40% is for the citizen, and the 60% what's left is for all those contract. Well, the big, pretty nice bus, because they claims that they have those contract make. But the 40%, you can ask every one of those people for that side. They have agreement with the tourist institution that the 40% is for the local peoples them from there. And you can go to Punta Arenas with your bus or your car and take out no one. Right now I have a Punta Arenas guy with me sit down on the table by Daniel Quentis. He will be one of our future on the city council, and he can tell you about that. You can go there and just push in and move out with everything, because then they're not going to permit it. But you know something? Limon changed 90%, because I remember in our growing, and you was witness for that also, Winston, things would happen in now could never happen before, because I want to say this, and you all excuse me, look like we man in Limon dead out.
I wouldn't say that, but they have a lot of change of the people in the community. That a lot of foreigners are here and mix up, and that change the what they call it, the
Mentality?
no the fight that we used to give for the one, because you have that what they call the sense of pertinence of the town, that some people may don't have it, and they're not coming to fight it. But the thing is that y'all reaching out the 1st of May 2024 to take over the mayor seat and the vice mayor seat. And what is your question? I did not say question. What is your message today for the people? Why should they vote for Danilo? Why should they vote for you to be city council and for the mayor seat coming up on the 4th of February 2024?
Well, it's just to say this. We have some plans, and we need your support to make it can come true. And I'm sure that Danilo Powell Pritchard and his group have, I would say, a plan that is something what going to impact our town. And that is for sure. Right now, I can't tell you what is it because I never bring it with me, right? But I sure that the day when, after the 4th of February, right, everyone after the change and every one of those party put up the flags and decide to work for Lemon because it's not a thing when we just for we because the party. No, is come together because and that's what they're using us. They divide us and divide us and divide us and they put you to fight against him and MP and they just have we just like the tombola when the chance playing and just roll it and everybody just play and see which number come out. If you look at it right now, the 99% of the candidates then what is trying to reach, plenty of us don't know them. We don't know where them come from. They just appear up and we give them the seat. And when they walk in, we give them plates here, right? Come here. And we give them the bestest part of the table. But it's the same one them when rain falling, they pass with them big car and them wet you up. They don't look back on you. The only time up to the puss and the dog them stop and carrying them car is when every 4 years. Every 4 years, you fighting to get so much hug. And you say, but Vidico, I didn't remember him. But he remember you because he wanted to use you. Right? So come on, Lemon people. Let's come out of that. Come out of that shell and come together and let's go for Lemon. Let's do something different. Let's go and try to help situation because the situation is very bad. And if we allow and keep on fighting between us, the foreigners just coming in and them carrying us all our culture. They're taking it away liquor by liquor. I won't say not even no liquor by liquor, plenty by plenty, because in them left with nothing. Every year, them come on, limon, que bonito. Hey, they'll pay now, que bonito, and everything que bonito. And you want to tell me something? They taking away our culture, our riches, and I want to say this. I try to go to Panama one day, and a friend called me and said, don't come over this side because we're in problem. And when I check the news and I see, oh, those Panamanians stand up for them right, amen. I think we got to do something like that. Let's stand up for our right because we're losing everything and we're not even going to have time to look for the kite. So we go. 4th of February, both white, blue, and orange. PNG, Nueva Generación por Limón. ¿Y cuál es la mejor opción? Yo voy con Danilo, porque voy tranquilo.
Okay. Another question that I have is that what would be the group, the treatment with the workers of the municipality? Because right now, a lot of them are not treated by the way people should be treated. They are not treated the right way. In payment, different things that happen in the local government. So what would be the way that you would deal with the workers them, or Danilo or so the group would deal with the workers them there, as if you see you're reaching on the 1st of May to take the city and of Limon, the seat of the mayor?
Well, right now, who's supposed to answer that part is the mayor, the future mayor. Why I said this? Because he will have the anger to do what he think he's supposed to do with the support that we can give to him. It's not just come and say, okay, this, that. No, it's not the way. You got to make a study also to see what you have to change or what you need to change or what you have to change. Right now, the question direct I can answer for our future mayor. That's a question you're supposed to, in the next program, ask him directly. Remember now, I, Guinness, the second vice. So I can tell you directly what it would be to do. I can tell you my opinion, but my opinion in this moment is not the last word. I don't know if I answer.
Okay. Want to thank you very much to be with us in this program and for your company here going for City Council. So we want to thank you for being with us on this your program called Catching Up with the UNIA. We look forward to have you next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. and we'll leave you with one God, one aim, one destiny. Land where the gods love to be, as storm cloud at night suddenly gathers, all armies come rushing to thee. We must in the fight be victorious. Tenemos el privilegio de ver salir el sol cada madrugada. Tenemos el privilegio